Shalom. This is Sharban Sharala, our lives in camp. And first and foremost, I'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to the Father and the Son and the proper true Hebrew tongue. Ka, Lam La, Yahweh Ba'Shem Al-Shah, Ba'Shem, Harabakar Kudas Ma'amaf. Also, double to the elders and apostles of GMS, and double to my elder as well, Harwan Masarala. Peace and blessings to 1/3, and salutations to the old full lake. This lesson is going to be about Esau, believing that they houses, that this world, that this society, that their government, that they all they plans that they thought out, they Esau believing that it's gonna go on forever, and you see Esau, the stuff that Esau has done, they got cyborgs, they got robots, they got all types of witchcraft. I'll say what only I meant to say technology, but I only say like witchcraft in as in through the spirit what they're doing in there, So but they got biological weapons, and they got what's it called, bioengineered humans type jump. So you probably hear about that. You probably seen some of their stuff, so of course, and Esau also believing that this place is going to be here forever, and that, and of course, 2/3 of our people, 2/3 of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans believing that this place is going to be here forever, which is not, man. And 2/3 of our people believe that because they want to stay here. They don't want to leave this place, even though they believe in what you call it, heaven or whatever. They also believe in a hell, so they believe it's a good place and a bad place. But really, when you rest, you don't have you cease from your trouble, So that's what Esau taught our people and everything. But going on to Esau, mainly that they believe a house is gonna be here forever, that this place gonna be here forever. And of course with Jake, you might hear about this thing called generational wealth. I've been hearing a lot for like the past 8 months or so. I hear it. I'm generational. That word ticks me off only because I don't want to be here for another generation. I don't want to be back in this body again, because we're not gonna be back in this body again. But two people believe that they want to have quote unquote success, and our people believe that success is money, and ultimately, yeah, money, man. Esau success is money, money and gold and oil. That's Esau's blessing. That's Esau's sword. Our blessing would be Yahweh Shema Shai, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans and the speckled birds. That's our sword, man. That's all we have. We're a black and commonly people. We poverty. We never have nothing. We're born with nothing. And of course, some of our people, like they get up in the ranks, but to get like really, really rich, like on some Jay-Z, Beyonce type joint, they gotta be wicked. They most likely wicked. Now if you got it like that, like mid class person, then yeah, you not wicked. Well, 2/3 of people that dealing with that, they is, but not saying that you can't be rich. I'm just saying that most likely, although higher Jakes, they did something by selling their soul, or like selling out type junk. So bugging out. So yeah, but come, man, Esau believes that their houses are going to continue forever, man. That's not gonna be the case. This is Psalm chapter 49 verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Come, man. Like it's in the scriptures, man. Nothing new under the sun, man. You'll think you probably, oh yeah, you straight up hear Esau say that. So yeah, you like Esau be like, God bless America, somewhere along the lines of let this like country can continue forever. Esau want that. That's a dream for them to do all they wicked stuff that they plan to do. That'll be their dream for this nation to go on for another 1,000 years, for another 500 years. That's Esau's dream, but that's not gonna be the case. That'll be some of our people dream because they want to see how the wickedness is going to continue. It's going to be even more wickedness, just I guess better, But that's what Esau good for, wickedness, man. That's what they were made for. They were literally made. Most High made the wicked for the day of evil, for the day of evil. So they made Most High made Esau ultimately be destroyed and be enslaved. He made him. He made the good and the bad. We'll be the good. At least the 1/3 in the elect. But places of Salakia, and their dwelling places to all generations. So man, they want all the generations to keep on moving, to keep on, they keep on going, generation after generation after generation, which it has been like that for the past 500 years. True, but it's not gonna be. This is gonna be the last time we're gonna be here. So Esau thinking that we're gonna be here for another generation, almost forever. 500 years. That'll be wrong. Esau's gonna be destroyed. Esau gonna be enslaved, and for all that happened, of course, others are gonna happen. But this gonna be the last time we're gonna be here, and Esau not gonna be on the top. He's gonna be all the way on the bottom. They call their lands after their own names, just like this place. We Lions Den. We in Jacksonville, Florida, man. Andrew Jackson. He had a whole bunch of slaves. I think he had one of the most slaves or something like that, or at least in American history. But he had like 150 slaves, or 150 concubine women, 150 Jake women, something like that, somewhere around that line. So yeah, man, they call the lands after their name. They think it's gonna be here forever. No, it's been for since 1865, or I don't know, I forget when this time was founded, but whatever. It's been for that long, but it's not gonna be here for no longer. But it's not gonna be here for another 100 years, or another 200 years, another, it's not gonna be here for as long as you think. This is Proverbs chapter 26, verse 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. So Esau is digging himself a pit. He's making a snare for his own self. All the bags he filled with money, they got holes in it. So everything Esau got planned out is not gonna work for him, man, because he ultimately digging a pit for himself, man. Esau made all the junk happen, all the wickedness and stuff happen for the past 5 years. Man, going to America, but really across the four winds, but America will be destroyed. So and the whole earth gonna be most of the earth gonna be uninhabitable. So yeah. But whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein. So that's what Esau doing right now. He's digging himself a pit, and he's gonna fall therein. He's gonna fall in because all his plans are he laid out himself, but not through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. He through the spirit of himself. He through the spirit of idolatry. Because you already know Esau is heavily into idolatry. And what's it called? Deitizing. I don't believe I said the word right, but basically making himself to be God. That's what Esau believes. Esau believes that they're gonna be here forever. They believe they're immortal, invincible. When they're invincible, as everything in the court system is settled on their side. This is a racist society, which going into races mean you love your own race and you exalt your own race. That's what Esau do, but of course Esau is proving that exaltation, where he has a whole racist system where Esau is on top, and of course Jake, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, speckled birds, we on the bottom, and that's like this part of the curse though, But man. And that's what, but ultimately, that's what Esau doing. He even all this stuff set up set up for himself, and he's straight, all willy nilly. He's not going nowhere. He not succeeding. He's not ultimately succeeding, man. He's gonna be destroyed. He's gonna be enslaved. It's America gonna be destroyed. So yeah, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. So, man, you see Esau building all this up. He's trying to build all this kingdom up, which is is being there now. And of course, he has other stuff. I'm trying to not mess up the algorithm, but uh, he got all the other stuff playing, and ultimately all that stuff is gonna crash down on him like a stone. You know, he saw build all this up, it's gonna crash right back down on him, man. Cause the Lord not gonna let him succeed. The Lord gonna catch him with that cookie in his hand, and as soon as he finna take that bite, Yahweh and the angels gonna come down. You feel me? So, Con, this is Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, establisheth a city by iniquity. So come, man. Ultimately, Esau is building a snare for himself. And also this, he's gonna be destroyed for building a town with blood. Being the blood, the sweat, and the tears of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. And establish a city by iniquity. This whole society is established by iniquity and wickedness. And I hate wickedness. I hate wickedness. And bloodshed is gonna be a part of that. But Esau wants that totally to be. Uh, he wants even more iniquity and more blood, because blood is gonna be shed, and iniquity is gonna be done. But we don't want that no more. The so-called the true men of the Lord don't want that. The true men of the Lord don't want this place to continue on more longer, man. We want the place to be destroyed. So woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and established a city by iniquity, which all Esau has done. Literally everything in this world, in this society, has been made by Jakes. The microwave, the oven, super soakers. So just by everything in this society, man, this wicked place been made by off the backs of the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans. So you got to think about that. And Esau have our people thinking that we useless. That only thing we good for is rapping, or singing, or being an athlete, or being an influencer. No, we much more than that. We're the salt of the earth. But Esau don't want us to think that, unless he need us to think that. This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, thou whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. So that being Esau, man, Esau have assuredly drunken the cup that he wasn't supposed to drink of. But of course, it was all set up that they was, and openly all that wickedness gonna be pouring. Oh, sluggy. All that destruction gonna be poured right back on all the stuff that happened to us. They gonna get it twofold, So that's ultimately what's gonna happen, man. Esau wasn't supposed to drink in the cup, and he's surely drinking. So ultimately, yeah, And of course, the nations as well. The nations gonna stop being bullied by, the powers and everything. Esau, and they gonna you feel me? They got some missiles waiting, so they'll come, man. In art, he that shall altogether go unpunished, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So come, man. Everything that Esau drunk, he's gonna regurgitate, and it's gonna be right back on him. It's gonna fall right back on him, man. All the destruction he cast, all the death, all the pillages, and the just everything that Esau did, it's gonna be right. It's gonna fall right back on him, man. This nation not gonna be here forever. That's what they believe. They believe the nation gonna be here forever. No, that's not the case whatsoever. You know. So calm, man. Esau drinking on the cup. That I'm gonna read it from that part again. For this saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have a surely drinking. So calm, man. Esau not supposed to drink of it, and all that drink that he drunk is gonna be. He's not gonna punish for it, man. So Esau should surely drink of it. All the stuff he did our people, he gonna get it twofold, tenfold, thousandfold. Cause look, we're gonna be perfect by the Think about like raising Dion. Think about him. That's gonna be our children in the kingdom, man. Making new power just by thinking about it. We're gonna put that right back on Esau, man.
and Esau gonna feel powerful but be powerless. I'm gonna read Obadiah 2, 3, and 4, and I'm gonna skip back to I think 10. I'm gonna skip back down to 10. But this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, I have the small bun upon like among the heathen that are greatly despised, as being, Jacob. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in cliffs of the rocks has whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground, being Esau. And ultimately, that'll be Yahweh Shemashah bring it down to the ground, man. Because Esau are just base men, they cavemen who used to dwell in caves. Now they made the whole world a wilderness, man. Being Esau, man. Thou shalt exalt thyself as an eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars, just like Esau says, satellites, being Esau. Esau trying to want to battle Yahweh Shemashah. That's why he's trying to do all that space force and all that. Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. So come, man. Ultimately, the Lord gonna bring y'all about. It's like ultimately the Lord gonna bring down Esau, man. Cause Esau drinking the cup he wasn't even supposed to drink of. You know. So come, man. I'm just get down to 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So come, man. Esau gonna be cut off from the face of the earth, of course, after the 1,000 years of slavery are done, of course. But before that even happens, back to this realm, a lot of stuff gonna happen, but it's happening. The dollar is depreciating week by week, and of course the MOTB is, it already really being, you probably see it on Instagram and everything, and they gonna push that, And of course, we in the beginning of Jacob trouble, but when the dollar fall, we're gonna be kicked the house and all this destruction, and land gonna be desolate. People, all this pestilence and everything that's gonna come. Ultimately Esau is gonna be the bottom of that. But of course we gotta go through everything first, all this happening, but ultimately Esau's kingdom is falling, and it was always flawed. So ultimately, Esau not gonna be able ever. This world is soon gonna be uninhabitable, most of it. And 2/3 people, gonna be destroyed. 1/3 gonna be saved, and hopefully gonna govern that. You know. So Khan, man, that was a lesson though. Your Zato was an edifying lesson, and with that, I want to say shalom.